Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we're looking at a paper trending on X, published on October 16, 2025, about 4 days ago. The standout idea is a two-stage system that uses interactive poses as priors to generate realistic two-person interactions, with FID equal to 22.6 and a contact ratio of 68.1%. The paper is titled Ponimator, Unfolding Interactive Pose for Versatile Human-Human Interaction Animation, and as we'll see later, the results are really impressive. In short, this paper separates spatial and temporal priors with paired diffusion models, runs efficiently, and supports image-based animation, reaction animation, and text-to-interaction synthesis that generalize to in-the-wild scenes. Alright, the introduction set up the two-stage idea anchored on interactive poses. Figure 1 presents end-to-end examples. The left column provides inputs, while the right column shows time steps of the generated interaction animation. The green box panel highlights an estimated interactive pose that seeds motion. The magenta boxed panels illustrate generated partner poses for a single-person image, with or without the text prompt to lift the other onto his back, which then drive plausible two-person dynamics. Well, Figure 1 showed end-to-end animations seeded by an interactive pose. Figure 2 illustrates what counts as an interactive pose, which means two people are in close proximity or contact, so the moment strongly hints at past and future motion. The top row contrasts green-framed interactive moments with red-framed non-interactive ones that feel ambiguous. The bottom row presents familiar interactions like hugging, handshaking, or carrying, emphasizing that these contact-rich frames serve as reliable anchors for predicting dynamics. Alright. Figure 3 presents the full pipeline, which is bridged by an interactive pose so the two stages stay simple and interpretable. The left panel shows the interactive pose generator that takes a single pose, optional text, or both to produce a close contact pair. The middle panel illustrates that these generated pairs act as anchors spanning diverse contact types. The right panel depicts the interactive pose animator, which unfolds short motion sequences conditioned on that anchor. So the previous figure laid out the pipeline stages. Figure 4 presents applications across 3 inputs and shows the same anchor flowing into animation. The top row illustrates two-person image animation, where an estimated interactive pose drives a short motion sequence. The middle row shows single-person image interaction animation, in which a generated partner plus optional text creates a plausible pair that the animator expands over time. The bottom row demonstrates text-to-interaction synthesis, which turns a prompt into an interactive pose and then unfolds contact-rich dynamics. So the previous figure presented applications across inputs. Figure 5 shows image-based interaction animation on the Flickr CI 3D set, where the left column provides the input photograph and the remaining columns present time steps of the generated motion. The orange and blue bodies indicate the two people, which makes contact evolution easy to read. The green box frame marks the interactive anchor that the animator preserves, so the motion stays consistent with the close contact moment. So the previous figure showed image-based results. Table 2 compares interactive pose animation across InterX and dual human, and the anchored method leads. Ours scores FID about 5 on InterX and 24 on dual human, with contact ratio near 69% and 70%, while penetration stays around 5 centimeters or less. Removing anchoring, time encoding, or joint conditioning degrades quality, and the adapted intergen yields much lower contact ratios. So the previous table covered interactive pose animation across datasets. Table 1 reports unconstrained interaction synthesis on InterX and compares several baselines. It shows our method reaches FID about 22.6, precision about 0.58, recall about 0.72, and diversity close to ground truth, while baselines range near 56 to 89 FID. The rightmost columns show a contact ratio around 68% with penetration near 5 centimeters, which signals consistent physical contact without excessive interbody collisions. Two takeaways stand out: anchoring generation on close contact interactive poses, then separating spatial pose and temporal motion with diffusion yields realistic, contact-consistent two-person animations, and the approach generalizes across images, single person plus text and text only, while running fast. The implications span AR content, creative tools, and social robotics. That is it for the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Thanks for listening.